Once during my Sunday morning walk, I noticed that there was a huge red truck that kept going by. And I would walk for a few blocks and it was the exact same red truck. And I just couldn't believe it. Was very early in the morning and I started getting concerned. What is this? Are they following me around this neighborhood? What exactly are they doing? Are they a stalker? And I really got scared. And I just went into my head and I started making up all these stories. And then I became more conscious of how I walked. I even became more conscious of the truck going by each time. And then all of a sudden I get to the intersection and I look all the way in the distance. And I noticed there was a huge area with red trucks, similar red trucks. I mean the exact same ones actually. And they were doing something, whatever they were doing, but it wasn't the same truck. It turns out it was different trucks going by. But because I was so caught up, I was in my head living in fear, I didn't really notice the truth of what was going on. And so when I got home, I began asking myself, what are the areas in my life where I've made up a story, a massive story that is not true, and I'm actually living according to that story? I saw the red truck. It was just different red trucks going by, but I thought it was one. I thought it was a stalker. I started getting a little bit concerned about my safety when that really was not the case. And this is not to say that one should not be aware when walking early in the morning about our surroundings and what exactly is going on. But in this case, it certainly had me creating a massive story that really was based on an erroneous fact. So the question is, what areas of our lives do we often do this? Whether it's career, or whether it's with our family, or it's with our spouses. What stories are we making up that really have no foundation whatsoever, but we're actually living our lives by that story? So that's what my message was for that day. I got home and I really looked at certain things that were going on in my life and what I could actually learn from that. And I asked myself, what stories have I made up regarding my health, or regarding how I exercise, or regarding how I see people, or regarding how I drive in traffic? What stories have I made up? Or my business, what stories have I made up about my business that really do not have a foundation, but I'm actually living according to them? And then the other thing I also thought was, if I'm actually going to make up a story, let me just make up a good story, right? So that, if I'm living my life according to something that is an illusion, let it just be at least be an illusion that is pleasant, okay? So that was it. That was the big aha moment for me. It was okay. I made up a story and it wasn't true. So look at your life and see what else is going on. And that's those are my thoughts for today.